this is amazing in the NFL. I've been around it for 20 years. And yeah, you could say this about many sports arguments, but certainly when it comes to the NFL, where you use a fact, you use a circumstance as a way to praise one team and use the same fact to skewer the other. Here you go. Hey, Los Angeles Chargers did what they did to the Dolphins offense without 6 starters on defense. Joey Bosa not there, Derwin James, just to name 2. So impressive for the Chargers to do that against a terrific offense like the Dolphins. Now then, the Dolphins couldn't put points on the board against a team that wasn't playing 6 starters on defense? See where I'm going? Now, you use it to skewer the other team, certainly if you feel that the other team bit fugazi. Now, we don't feel that way about the Dolphins. As you know, I called Tua an elite quarterback in the league about 6 weeks ago.
You might have jumped the gun.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
You're not there yet.
Okay, I'm not there yet. That's the royal we. But what we did say about the Dolphins and their remarkable 8-3 start, okay, what we did say about them when Tua came back and showed they're a much better team with him than clearly without him, and then started putting big-time points on the board with Hill and Waddle being one of the most dynamic duos at the receiver position this league has seen in recent years. What we did say was, wait till after Thanksgiving. We said that over and over again on this program. Me, you, that's not the royal we. It's the royal we and the collective we.
Correct.
Well, we're in that stretch now. And what the Dolphins are in this final 6-game stretch of the season, a crucible that started with a 3-game road trip that they're 2 games in. What they are in that stretch is 0-2. And everybody who is in all 22 Twitter and all those tape heads that I follow out there and that I speak to, and I consider Kurt Warner one of them, said all you need to do is take a look at that San Francisco film and say there were throws all over the place that Tua didn't make. And then comes last night. And now I'm genuinely concerned for you Dolphins fans. I'm genuinely concerned that 2 games in a row against tremendous opponents, and by tremendous, I'm including the Chargers when Herbert's playing like that, and Allen and Williams are healthy, and Eckler is running like that. I don't think anybody wants to see that Chargers team when they're at home inside a dome and able to just go ahead and put their best out on the field. But you look at the Dolphins' schedule now, and next up for them is at Buffalo on NFL Network Saturday night before home for Green Bay, at New England, and home against the Jets. They better channel the team that showed up against the Ravens in week 2 and blew the doors off. They need to channel the team that toyed with Houston and Cleveland, right? They need to channel that team. Because all I thought of watching Tyreek Hill standing on the sideline with the team down by 2 scores and needing to score fast, and the number 1 field flipper in the NFL standing on the sideline nursing his ankle and being on, I guess, on a snap count towards the end of the game, it looked like.
Looks like it.
All I could think of is it's a short week, and Buffalo's a spot where it's very cold, and ankles can freeze up, and Mike White's can get hospitalized because Matt Milano's coming to hit you directly in the gut. And Poyer and the rest of that defense is buzzing around, even with Von Miller out. And Josh Allen and this team is gunning for you for that week 3 loss that they thought Tua had no business playing throughout. And it's a short week, and the whole country's going to sit down and watch it, just like everybody watched last night. And if they go 0 for 3 on that 3-game road trip to start this 6-game stretch, I am genuinely nervous for you Dolphins fans. And hey, I am I don't think I'm too anon, as it's said, about his diehard followers.
You definitely check the sites, and you may be active on a message board or two. I don't know if you have a card yet, but...
But I'll tell you what, man, for those who have been pounding the table saying, where's Salty Tua, and I love Salty Tua, and this guy has definitely turned the corner, and he and Mike McDaniel are a duo that's very difficult to beat in the NFL. Last 2 games has not given me a lot of legs to stand on, and going into Buffalo and doing there in the freezing cold, what we just saw in California, in Santa Clara and inside SoFi Stadium, you're not really giving me any fuel here.
Saturday night's forecast in Buffalo, 34 degrees, snow showers.
And Jeff Wilson got hurt too?
17-mile-an-hour winds.
That's no good. Jeff Wilson got hurt too? He's their slasher. He's their brawler, right? He got hurt too.
Yeah.
This stretch, I'm not there yet, but there's 4 more games to go. And they started 0-2 in this stretch where I'm like, okay, let's see your offense. You go and outpoint San Francisco, certainly when the 3rd-string quarterback is thrown into the game. And you go into Los Angeles inside SoFi Stadium against a Chargers team that, as I said earlier in the week, was the number 1 team in the NFL. When you watch the game, you feel there's something missing. Well, last night, all the missing pieces on offense showed up, and with a ton of missing pieces on defense, the Dolphins' offense didn't show up. And I am genuinely concerned watching it that the Dolphins are in a spiral here, and the schedule does not benefit them at all. At New England, you think you don't think there's all sorts of evil that can be dialed up? And I know Tua is not long. I don't think he's lost to Belichick yet.
Tua's kind of on the Pats.
Well, that'll be one that they should win, right? A January game at Foxborough. I don't know how many should wins are on that in that list for visiting teams.
Man, Bills are already 7.5-point favorites on Saturday.
Big win for the Chargers. Distressing loss for the Miami Dolphins. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.